What's up, guys? It's Greg here today, and we're going to be talking about some of the road to a 2KD stuff. We're going to be going over a little bit of recoil control as well as engagements, and I'll turn on some bots as well so we can go ahead over that, and you guys can see from there. We'll talk about some tactics against bots. But for the beginning of this, we're going to go over recoil control real quick and spawn on the side I like. So this side of Nuketown, this little peace sign. You go ahead and shoot at this. So first things first, you should definitely put on attachments, or don't put on attachments if you don't want to. If you just want to see the recoil in full, and then you can decide what attachments you want to use after you see the actual recoil. But for me, I already know, obviously, what I like to use on my 74U, so muzzle brake and foregrip, as well as VDV for pubs, or Liberator, extended if you're playing league play. But I pretty much only play pubs, so for me, I'm going to go ahead and stand at this wall. And now I'm not going to touch the left or right thumbstick. I'm just going to go ahead and shoot. And as you can see, the 74U kicks up to the right, does a little loop, and then it goes back up to the right. So how do we control this then? Well, you just pull down to the left, do reverse loop, and back down to the left. So let's go ahead and try this out. And you want to try to get this spread as tight as you can. It's really not that bad. I don't really use the 50 round mag all that much, so I don't really care too much about how I shoot the last 20 bullets or whatnot. Jeez, I was looking at my ammo count. But yeah, so pretty much you just want to keep practicing this for any gun, whatever it may be, and it will help you out a lot in the long run. You can see here for the AMP 63, we go here against the wall. Pretty much just shoots to the right, back over to the left, and then just stops. So there is one thing you got to be careful of, is whenever it stops pulling, if you're pulling a little too hard on your thumbstick, you'll move over like I did before, so you should always be aware of that. Now let's go ahead and do some basic cameraing, as well as what goes on in my mind whenever I am personally going up against buildings and trying to figure out where enemies are. So first things first, I see a lot of people that just, let's say they spawn in here, they just start rushing, you know, no thought about it. There's maybe their crosshair looking down at the ground, I don't know, like just like this. That's bad. You don't ever want to do this, because let me ask you this question. If you have your crosshair down like this, is there ever going to be a person standing up right there shooting at you? Or are you going to be hitting headshots, you're going to be hitting chest shots where you're going to be getting the majority of damage as well as where the biggest target is? No. I mean, of course there might be a guy laying prone, but that's just ridiculous to stare at the ground the entire time. Also, you don't want to be bot walking around, because that's just bad as well. You want to make sure you're sprinting or pre-aiming something. So you can walk if you're trying to get up close. Maybe you're trying to do a little strafing. We'll talk about this maybe have a later episode when it comes to advanced tactics and advanced movement. But let's say you spawn right in. What you do want to be doing is look at something where enemies can come from. Doorway, or over here. A common spot on Nuketown, for example, is someone might be waiting here trying to get a little free kill off someone who just spawned in, and they're trying to feast on the player that I just described. You know, they're looking down at the ground, maybe they're going to run through this door, or they're just going to blindly sprint into this building. You don't ever want to do that. If you're spawn trapped, like let's say the enemies they have B, they have, what's that? That's the C flag. They have C. Chances are your enemies are going to be in front of your house right here, right? Or they're going to be in your house. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead. I just want to make sure I get some ammo here just so I can demonstrate. Let me just go ahead and reload my AMP63, and I'll go ahead, start sprinting up, and I'll pre-aim that spot on the stairs right there. Or maybe it's hardpoint, and this is one of the hills, and somebody's just sitting in the corner waiting for you to run in. Maybe they're looking at this way. So what are you going to do? Are you just going to run in here? He already sees you because he's been waiting on you, so he has first shots, and he kills you. Or you could predict maybe there's an enemy right there because this is the hard point, and that's a common spot where people go to, so I'm going to go ahead, pre-aim this, maybe even hit a little pre-fire action if I know he's there, right? So you get first shots off. Now all of a sudden he's reacting to you because he was not expecting you to be smart. So just one of those situations that I want to point out. You want to be thinking about this anytime you're playing the map. I mean, beyond the house even. Like, we come out of the house. How do I approach the situation coming out of the house? Am I just going to run right out here and die? How many angles am I exposing myself to as soon as I run through this door? Well, there could be a guy in that car. There could be a guy on that truck. There could be a guy there, one on box. Maybe one's chilling over there. You know, maybe someone's up in the window, got on the little jump spot in the window. So what I like to do, let's say I spawned in, coming through the house. Coming up here is I like to do a little sweeping action, I like to call this. So I'm going to first pre-aim these boxes. Alright, good, no one's there. I'm going to go ahead and notice how whenever I am doing this, I'm pre-aiming where they be standing, right? So the iron sight of my gun on the boxes. Now I'm going to start shifting it over to this area, right? What if there's someone hugging the cover against this bus, right? They'll be sitting here trying to, they're doing a little wiggle action so they keep their aim assist. So what are you going to do? You're just going to run out there and then have to react to them after you already took 4 or 5 shots? No. Go ahead, start sweeping your angles, and bam! You come out, you start shooting at them. Maybe someone's over there. You want to just see if someone's there real quick? Go ahead, come up to this door, start wiggling a little bit. Alright, I saw him there, so maybe I'll take him from a different angle. Go ahead up. If you don't want them to see you, you can go around back. Maybe they saw you there, so we pre-aiming, and now you come over here and you kill them. So you gotta be thinking, you gotta be playing mind games. You gotta be always thinking, where are my enemies going to be watching, and more importantly, where am I going to be going in order to kill them? I think I just hit my mic. So, moving on, we already hit 1, 2, 3 different angles, and then now we can start checking the other angles. So I'm gonna go ahead, come over this way, use the sign maybe as a little bit covered, check that. Check that car. And then I can go outside. Alright? Now, you don't want to take your grand old time because obviously the more time you take, the more likely it's going to be someone shows up there. So, what do you want to do? Well, you want to come through this doorway. You want to do it real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Go ahead, come out, and start challenging. So, that's what I like to do. Always make sure that you have your angles checking. I mean, if you're playing with people, you know, you can go ahead and call them out. Okay, there's one on the truck. There's one in the fire truck. I don't even know what this thing is. Is it a fire truck? I don't know. Freight truck. There's one in the freight truck. You know, he's on the boxes in middle. Boxes middle. I don't know. I'm not really amazing at call outs, but my friends get what I'm saying, right? I say, oh, there's a guy at the boxes. Oh, there's a guy on the left side of the garage. Oh, there's a guy in the car. There's a guy in the truck. There's a guy in front of the bus. You know, give a little call out. Then they know where they're at too, and you can continue moving out. So now what do? You're in the middle of the map. Should you push the enemy spawn? Should you stay in the middle of the map? Well, there's a lot of angles once you're in the middle of the map, right? So you got people, let's say you're in the smack dab middle of the map, right? You got people from the left, garage, that doorway there, window. There's lots of different ways the enemies can come from. So what I like to try to do, and this is for streaking and staying alive, is I'll take one of the outer lanes. So first things first, this is Nuketown. Nuketown is pretty much just one straight path, right? It's so easy to understand. Once you're playing Moscow, right? There's the Golden area, there's Eskies, you could flank those areas, so I tend to pick one of the outer lanes, and I like to chow people with the outer lanes. And the main reason for this is if I win a gunfight over here, now I've opened up a flank, or I've opened up a shortcut to the middle of the map, and I can maybe wrap around, get into a power spot, right? I made my way. Let's just use Nuketown for example, since I'm on here. I don't want to confuse you guys. So, I'm here on Nuketown. All right, I came out this door, or maybe we'll do a fresh spawn, so I can explain this a little bit better for you guys. So, let's go back here. All right, I spawned in, ran up here. I got teammates. Maybe the teammates are looking this way, so I'm gonna go ahead and look this way. No one's there on that. I'm gonna go ahead, come out here. And right before, I'm going to check real quick, come up, pre-aim, some common spots. Is there anyone there? Is there anyone up in the window? Anyone in the car? No. Alright, keep moving. Someone's there. Boom, kill him. Slide to cover real quick. Maybe there's a guy in that doorway. Kill him. Go ahead, push up. And now, maybe there's some enemies right there. Am I going to shoot at those enemies that are facing the B flag? No. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to run up into this building, and I'm going to get control of their building. Maybe I have a jammer, I place down the jammer in here. Maybe I have a field mic, I place that down, right? Jammer, so that way any of their trophy systems are on this side of the map are going to be disabled. They have a field mic down, or if I have a field mic down, I can see which way they're going to be running. They're going to be running garage, maybe running underneath here, top here, outside, right? Or I could sit on their perch now on Nuketown, right? I could sit out here. I've just opened myself up a huge part of the map to start streaking up on the enemies, right? I feel not a lot of people utilize this. A lot of people, when they're playing Call of Duty, they just kind of be like, oh, yeah, la-di-da-di-da, I'm going to run out in the middle of the map, shoot some things, oh, I died, rage a little bit, you know, stuff like that. No. You want to be using some thought in your gameplay. Some T-H-O-T. You want to come out here, bam, 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 take that guy out, maybe chow that guy out. You see people, you don't have to shoot at everyone you see, right? If someone's running this way towards B flag and you're standing over here as that mannequin, does he see you? No. So why do you got to shoot at him if you're trying to get up into a power spot, right? You don't want to give away your position because maybe there's a guy holding this down. He's just chilling here, right? You start shooting the guy that's over there. This lad right here is going to be like, oh, there's a guy right here. So he's going to start shooting at you, right? You got to use your brain a little bit whenever you're doing this. Don't just want to shoot at everything that walks. Be like, alright, that guy's going that way, he doesn't see me, maybe my teammates see him, I'm going to use this advantage to get into the house. This guy in the corner sees you crossing, he starts shooting at you, but you already hit a slide, you're already too fast, and now you're in the building. And now you got control of their building. So, that's how we do engagements here in Call of Duty. I could go over engaging each map, engagement guides, whatever. Let me know in the comment section below, and yeah, whatever else. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.